In our journey through life, the allure of becoming our best selves is often shadowed by habits and behaviors that detract from our attractiveness. Why do we sometimes act in ways that push others away? Could it be that in our quest for connection, we inadvertently embrace patterns that make us less appealing? Today we embark on a stoic journey to explore 5 behavioral mistakes that can significantly reduce your attractiveness. This exploration is not just about identifying flaws, but about understanding them deeply and learning to transform them through the wisdom of Stoic philosophy. Marcus Aurelius, a pillar of Stoic wisdom, once said, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself in your way of thinking." How often do we look outward to find validation, happiness, or success, when in fact the foundation of these virtues lies within? Are we guilty of letting these unattractive behaviors define us, or are we ready to challenge ourselves to grow beyond them? Stoicism, with its rich tradition of focusing on self-control, virtue and understanding, offers valuable insights into why these behaviors are perceived as unattractive and how we can realign our actions with the qualities that truly resonate with others. By embracing Stoic principles, we can learn to cultivate behaviors that not only enhance our relationships, but also lead us to a more fulfilling, peaceful, and successful life. Let this journey be one of discovery, where the timeless wisdom of Stoicism illuminates the path to our best selves. Are you ready to reflect on these behaviors in your life and explore how Stoic teachings can help you transform them? Join us as we delve into the profound yet practical ways Stoicism can guide us in overcoming the barriers to our attractiveness and unlocking our true potential. Comment ready. If you are ready to step into the journey today, number 1, bragging is often seen as a reflection of one's need for external validation rather than an expression of genuine self-esteem. This behavior, characterized by excessive self-praise, not only makes individuals less appealing, but also undermines genuine interpersonal connections. Stoic philosophy, with its emphasis on humility and self-control, offers profound insights into why bragging is so detrimental. Consider Epictetus, a Greek Stoic philosopher who taught the importance of focusing inward for validation rather than seeking it from external sources. He once said, "If you wish to be loved, love." This simple yet profound advice highlights the Stoic belief in the power of controlling one's own actions and attitudes, rather than attempting to control others' perceptions through bragging. Why do people brag? Is it a genuine display of pride, or is it a mask for insecurity? Reflect on times when you have encountered bragging. Did it draw you closer to the person, or did it push you away? Stoicism teaches us the true confidence is silent. It does not need to broadcast its victories or seek approval through loud declarations. Epictetus also remarked, "It is not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This is particularly relevant in understanding why bragging is unattractive. It suggests a reactive approach to self-esteem, one that relies heavily on others' reactions which are unpredictable and often superficial. Stoicism invites us to adopt a proactive approach to self-worth, cultivating virtues like discipline, courage, and humility that do not waver in the face of external opinions. So then, how can we apply this Stoic wisdom to become more attractive, not just outwardly, but in a deep and meaningful way? Start by acknowledging your achievements without overshadowing others. Share successes in a way that includes and appreciates the contributions of others. Can you think of a time when someone shared their success humbly? How did that make you feel about them? Marcus Aurelius, another Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor, offered a piece of timeless advice. The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. If you have been put off by someone's bragging, choose to be different. Choose humility over arrogance, sharing over boasting. This path not only leads to true self-esteem, but also fosters respect and admiration from others. In your journey towards a happier, more peaceful and more successful life, remember that the noise of bragging only drowns out the voice of true virtue. Let your actions speak louder than your words. Embrace the Stoic practice of reflecting on your daily actions each evening, asking yourself, were my actions today reflective of the virtues I aspire to embody? How can I improve? By turning away from bragging and embracing Stoic humility, you paved the way for a life filled with genuine relationships and self-respect. This transformation not only makes you more attractive to others, but also aligns you with a life of contentment and inner peace. Remember, in the pursuit of a fulfilling life, let your virtues and actions illuminate your path, not your words. 2. Reactive reactivity, the tendency to respond to situations impulsively rather than thoughtfully, is a behavioral trait that can significantly diminish one's attractiveness and effectiveness in navigating life. Stoic philosophy, with its profound emphasis on self-control and rationality, provides valuable insights into why this trait is problematic and how one can cultivate a more composed demeanor. Reflect on the teachings of Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher who was born a slave and faced numerous adversities throughout his life. Despite these challenges, he became renowned for his unshakable calm and wisdom. Epictetus famously said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." His life and words. The Stoic belief that our power lies not in controlling external events, but in controlling our responses to them. Why is being reactive considered unattractive? Have you ever witnessed someone lose their temper in a challenging situation? What was your immediate reaction to their outburst? More often than not, uncontrolled reactivity leads to negative judgments, as people tend to value those who can maintain their composure under pressure. Consider the case of Marcus Aurelius, another Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor, who faced immense pressures both on the battlefield and in his administrative duties. Despite these stresses, he is remembered for his philosophical meditations on how to maintain calm and perspective in the face of life's turmoil. He advised, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Marcus Aurelius's example illustrates that true leadership and respect are earned through the ability to remain balanced and thoughtful regardless of external circumstances. How can you apply these Stoic principles to reduce reactivity in your own life? Begin by observing your immediate reactions in various situations. What triggers your impulsive responses? Can you identify patterns? Stoicism teaches us to pause and reflect before reacting, a practice that not only enhances our relationships but also our self-respect. Epictetus also provides practical guidance. Don't explain your philosophy, embody it. By embodying a philosophy of calm and reasoned responses, you naturally become more attractive and influential. This approach does not mean suppressing emotions, but rather managing them in a way that aligns with your values and the situation's demands. Now consider how transforming reactivity into reflectivity could impact your life. What if instead of responding to a provocation with anger, you responded with understanding? What if instead of immediately acting on a desire, you took a moment to consider its long-term effects? As you cultivate a less reactive and more reflective approach, you align more closely with Stoic virtues, leading to a life characterized by peace and effectiveness. This transformation not only makes you more attractive to others, but also brings a deeper sense of satisfaction and success in your personal endeavors. Let this message resonate with you. Strive to be the person who faces adversity with a calm and steady heart. embrace the Stoic practice of reflectivity over reactivity. This shift not only enhances how others perceive you, but also contributes to a richer, more contented life. Remember, the goal is not to feel less, but to let feelings inform your actions less impulsively. In doing so, you embody the wisdom that has made Stoic philosophy a beacon of strength for centuries. How do you currently manage reactivity in your own life? And what strategies have you found effective? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. We'd love to hear how you apply Stoic principles to everyday challenges. Number 3. Lack of ambition. The very word conjures visions of strivings, achieving, and often surpassing. But what is the true essence of ambition? From a Stoic perspective, this ancient philosophy invites us to dissect the nature of our doctor, urging us to peel back the layers of our desires to reveal their core. Is our ambition merely a shadow chasing external recognition, or does it shine as a light guiding us towards personal growth and ethical living? Stoicism, a philosophy that values virtue and self-control above all else, offers a profound re-evaluation of ambition. Stoics like Seneca, who navigated the treacherous waters of Roman politics, remind us that true ambition is not about the heights we reach, but the depth of our character. Seneca's life and writings serve as a beacon to those examining the roots of their own ambitions. He challenges the superficial allure of status and power with piercing questions. What good is an abundance of books and libraries if the owner is unable to digest even a single precept and make it his own? This rhetorical question pushes us to consider whether our ambitions lead to true wisdom or merely accumulators. Trophies that gather dust reflect on this. When was the last time you felt genuinely fulfilled by an achievement? Was it the public recognition that warmed your heart, or the private knowledge that you had grown in some meaningful way? Stoic philosophy teaches us to favor the latter, shaping ambitions that are not dependent on the applause of the crowd, but are anchored in the steady growth of the soul. Epictetus, another luminary in the Stoic tradition, eloquently stated, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." This directive simplifies the essence of Stoic ambition. It's about envisioning the virtuous person you aspire to become and aligning your actions accordingly. The Stoic ambition is reflective and introspective, focused on self-improvement and resilience rather than conquest and accumulation. Consider the modern world, where ambition often translates into a relentless chase for more money, more status, more power. Yet Stoicism calls us to question these pursuits. Are they enhancing our lives or merely complicating them? Are we chasing shadows instead of cultivating substance? Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher-emperor, offers a timeless piece of wisdom. The only wealth which you will keep forever is the wealth you have given away. His perspective invites us to redefine ambition as a tool, not just for personal achievement, but for contributing to the welfare of others. This redefinition not only elevates our purpose, but also enhances our attractiveness as individuals committed to the common good. In your own life, how can you harness your ambitions to not only propel yourself forward, but also lift others along the way? How can your aspirations contribute to a broader tapestry of communal and personal fulfillment? By embracing a Stoic approach to ambition, we encourage not a diminution of drive, but a deepening of it. We transform our ambitions from self-serving pursuits into channels for genuine self-expression and service. This philosophical shift can lead to a more fulfilling, peaceful, and ultimately successful life, where our ambitions reflect our deepest values and aspirations. So let us choose to redefine our ambitions not as ends in themselves, but as means to a greater end, a life of virtue, wisdom, and genuine contentment. This is the true promise of Stoic ambition, not a trophy room of achievements, but a soul fortified by purpose and enriched by service to others. 4. Being needy. How often do we find ourselves seeking the approval of others to feel valued or appreciated? This tendency, known as neediness, can significantly undermine not only our relationships, but also our personal appeal. Stoic philosophy, advocating for self-sufficiency and emotional resilience, challenges us to look inward for validation, fostering a sense of independence that is both liberating and attractive. Reflect on the life of Epictetus, who, despite being born into slavery, rose to become one of the most influential Stoic philosophers. His teachings, the importance of relying on oneself for emotional and psychological stability. Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control, he asserted. This perspective invites us to consider our own tendencies towards neediness. Do we seek others' approval to feel good about ourselves? Are we giving others the power to dictate our happiness? Why is neediness seen as unattractive? Consider the dynamics of any relationship where one party is overly reliant on the other. Such dynamics often lead to imbalance and dissatisfaction. People generally prefer to connect with individuals who exude confidence and independence rather than those who appear emotionally dependent. Stoic wisdom, as shared by Seneca, offers a poignant reminder if you really want to escape the things that harass you. What you're needing is not to be in a different place, but to be a different person. This statement challenges us to transform internally. Instead of seeking external validation, why not cultivate our own inner resources? How can you apply Stoic teachings to overcome neediness? Start by assessing your sources of self-esteem. Are they predominantly external, hinged on how others perceive you, or internal, based on self-acknowledged and self-directed achievements and qualities? Seneca's life, filled with political upheavals, exemplifies maintaining integrity and inner peace despite external uncertainties, as teaching us that true stability comes from within. Marcus Aurelius also provides guidance on self-sufficiency. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. This powerful insight suggests that by controlling our reactions and emotions, we can maintain our dignity and attractiveness regardless of the situation. Consider how adopting a more Stoic mindset could change your interactions. What if you focused more on developing your virtues rather than seeking others' approval? How would your relationships change if you were less needy and more self-reliant? As you strive for a happier, more peaceful, and more successful life, embracing the Stoic virtue of self-sufficiency can be transformative. This approach does not mean isolating oneself from others, but rather strengthening one's emotional core so that interactions with others are based on a desire for mutual growth rather than a need for emotional support. Let this be a call to action. Cultivate your inner fortress. Become the source of your validation rather than seeking it from external sources. By doing so, you not only enhance your attractiveness, but also contribute to healthier, more balanced relationships. Embrace the Stoic practice of self-sufficiency and watch how it transforms your life. As you become less needy and more self-assured, you'll find that not only do your relationships improve, but your overall life satisfaction does as well. What steps can you take today to start this journey of becoming a more independent and emotionally resilient individual? Share your strategies and reflections in the comments. We'd love to learn about your progress and insights. Number 5. Using self-deprecating humor. Self-deprecating humor, when used sparingly, can be a tool for humility and relatability, but when overused it may signal a lack of self-esteem and can ultimately make one appear less attractive. How do we find the balance And what does Stoic philosophy have to say about this common social tactic? Reflect on the teachings of Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher-emperor known for his thoughtful meditations on life and governance. He believed in the importance of self-awareness and authenticity, often writing about the virtues of knowing oneself truly and presenting that self to the world without pretense. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts, he stated, suggesting that a demeaning view of oneself, even in jest, could taint one's experience of life. Why might self-deprecating humor be appealing, and why is it risky? Have you ever used self-deprecation to lighten a situation or to seem more approachable? While this can momentarily ease social interactions excessively, putting oneself down can become a habit that reinforces negative self-perceptions rather than endearing others to us. Stoic philosophy, with its focus on resilience and personal integrity, offers a perspective on humor as a reflection of our inner state. Epictetus, another renowned Stoic, taught that we should not tie our identity to external perceptions, but instead build an internal foundation of self-respect and confidence. We are disturbed not by what happens to us, but by our thoughts about what happens, he remarked. This insight is crucial when considering the use of self-deprecating humor. Are we reinforcing negative thoughts about ourselves for a laugh? How can we apply Stoic principles to use humor effectively without undermining our self-worth first? It is essential to monitor the intent behind our humor. Are we using it as a shield to deflect genuine insecurities or as a sword to cut through social barriers? Developing a humor style that uplifts rather than undermines requires a keen sense of self-awareness and the courage to present oneself authentically. Consider how changing your approach to humor could impact your relationships and self-image. What if you focused on humor that celebrates quirks instead of highlighting flaws? How might this shift enhance not only how others perceive you, but also how you view yourself? As you seek a more fulfilling and successful life, consider the Stoic advice on equanimity and self-acceptance. Embracing a balanced use of humor can lead to deeper connections and a more robust sense of self. This approach aligns with the Stoic goal of living in harmony with one's true nature, leading to greater peace and happiness. Let this be a call to action. Evaluate how you use humor in your daily interactions. Strive to cultivate a style of humor that reflects a positive self-view and fosters genuine connections. Remember, the goal is not to suppress your playful side, but to ensure that it flourishes in ways that are healthy and self-affirming. Embrace the wisdom of Stoicism by using humor not as a tool for self-degradation, but as a means to celebrate life's complexities. As you adjust your comedic expressions, observe how this affects your interactions and overall well-being. What steps can you take today to develop a more positive and affirming sense of humor? Share your experiences and insights in the comments. We'd love to hear how you are applying Stoic principles to find joy and humor in everyday life. In our exploration of the 5 behavioral mistakes that diminish our attractiveness, bragging, lack of ambition, reactivity, neediness, and excessive, self-deprecating humor, we have uncovered not just the nature of these habits, but also their profound impact on our lives and relationships. Stoic philosophy offers us a roadmap to navigate away from these pitfalls and towards a demeanor that attracts respect, kindness, and genuine connections. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." In the context of our discussion, this means rising above behaviors that are unattractive and diminishing. It challenges us to embody virtues that enhance our interactions and our lives. Each behavioral mistake we've discussed is an opportunity, an invitation to cultivate qualities like humility, purposefulness, calmness, self-sufficiency, and a healthy sense of self-worth. Let us take these lessons to heart, applying Stoic wisdom to transform not only how we are perceived by others, but also how we perceive ourselves as we strive for a life marked by peace, happiness, and humanity. Remember that the journey begins with the self. The changes we seek in our relationships start with changes within us. Embrace these Stoic principles daily and watch as your world transforms. Join the conversation and share how you are implementing these insights in your life. Together, let's cultivate a community dedicated to growth and virtue. If you find this conversation profound and valuable, please click the like button, leave a comment sharing your opinion, and don't forget to spread these meaningful philosophies to everyone around you. So if you are new, subscribe to our channel to receive more profound lessons of Stoicism to help you develop yourself. See you again in the next lessons.